Hello, welcome back to another stream. We're building Mossdeep again today, the only thing I do stream. I just wanted to show a little quick, I don't know, preview of something I'm currently working on, of a like volcanic biome type thing, sort of. I don't know, it's just something I've been working on creative so far. This is an early version of it, definitely going to be adding more to make it less barren, but yeah. Just want to show you that. Now we can move into the survival world. Alright, and then now we can continue building Mossdeep. What I need to grab is this shulker box. I have the gravel one. Uh, right, and then this one. Yeah, and then this stone is for the paths in the city. Okay. We don't really need the rest of this. Yeah, I've been working on preparing materials for next long form video. You'll see what that's about. Why am I lagging? This is a single player world. I shouldn't be lagging. Cuz I did figure out a way to like I can host the single player world. Like I can set up so that other people can join. Since like I said before, this was a server initially. And so one of my friends is still wanting to like build stuff on it from time to time. So I've set it up so I can host it so he can join, but it's just I have to also be on the world because basically you can open a local host, and I can't do port forwarding, so I use a thing called Play It where it basically forwards my local host to their servers, and you can connect through that. So that's what I've been using. All right, let's just all right, almost there. Yeah, so today, pretty much just wanted to get the paths done. Maybe start the buildings. The issue with the buildings is that I don't... I might have some materials prepared for that, but not many. Oh, right, I can turn off the layer by layer now. There we go. Oh, did I not bring a stone card with me? This is a great start. I didn't even bring a stone cutter with me to make stairs. I forget what even is the stone cutter recipe. It doesn't want to tell me. Great. Great, you really tell... I just took the iron out of my ender chest. Oh, I don't even have my ender chest. Okay, so this is just pretty bad all around. Great start. Um... Alright, whatever. We'll take a loss on a little bit of stone. Because I don't need that many stairs. We'll make... like... We'll make a stack. That'll probably be enough. Hopefully. We'll place those first. So if it isn't enough, I can make more. On second thought, it probably won't be enough. Because what, I have these stairs, these stairs. Those alone is probably a stack. So I will probably have to make more, but that's fine. Oh no. Placing stairs is so tedious, I hate it. Because you have to nail the right spot every time, because if I go too far to the side, it becomes like a corner piece. If I go up, it becomes a top piece. If I face too much this way, it becomes just a side piece. It's just incredibly annoying placing them. So here, right? Yeah. Okay. Ah, I wasn't crouching. Oh, what if we... No, I can't start from the top. Okay, well, for this one anyway, I could just do that. Okay, how many more... I guess I could have used the material list to tell me how much stairs I need. I need 224? I have no clue where the other like 150 of those are coming from. 224. I genuinely don't know where that because it's just those stairs left. You know, I don't know. I'll make another like stack and a half, and then we'll see how far that gets me. Stack and a fourth, whatever. I guess it's because I still have... I don't know if I believe that number, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. Oh, I guess it's because of how wide these are. See, if I was smart, I could do it much quicker by doing something like this. And then now we just need this one here. And then we can do like that. Okay, this should make it much quicker. I still feel like that like 100 or 224 just wasn't correct. I guess the stairs on the other side? 160 more, because there are... I mean, I guess with... I guess I can see it. Alright, so how many more do I need to make? 160, is that what it said? 160. Oh, I have 16. Whatever. 160. So that's 80. That's 120. That's 160. Okay. Now we won't be immediately using like half of those because they're gonna go on the other side and I need the smooth stone and other stuff for that. So that's gonna wait. Okay, now we can start the path. Um, I do have to first for the path build the path underneath, right? Um, which is gonna be less than fun. So we need dirt. A lot of dirt. Because basically the plan is to just build the path starting from there. And we're just gonna zigzag around. Now, I could definitely be more efficient with this, in that I could only be placing it under the spots that need gravel. But that would honestly probably take longer. Like, it'd be more resource efficient, but would probably take longer. And dirt, I have enough of it, probably, most likely, uh, where I can do this without needing to worry about running out. So it's then more of just a time constraint thing. So yeah, I'd rather just get this done. Oh, I forgot to put my music on. Alright, let's get the outskirts first. Am I missing stairs over here? I am missing stairs over here. Okay, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Whoa, we can jump this. Hold on. Wait. Okay, why am I failing? There we go. Alright. That's been built. Yeah, I don't know how I really want to handle like larger projects between streaming or videos, because like it dedicates a lot of my time, or takes up a lot of my time. A, building it, B, getting the materials just takes up a while. So it delays the long form videos, which I could just chop up the streams, but it's kind of a different format than the way I like doing the long form videos. Because like I said, nothing I do really makes up for any, like, any of the shortcomings. And I feel like edited streams are never really quite as good as, like, a intentional video. Maybe that's just me. I guess since this is a very new channel, just getting things out there is probably better than worrying too much about, like, the, editing a stream versus dedicated recording. But then also you run into the issue of, if you don't watch the streams, then you just have random shit appearing. And no one watches the streams. No one watches the videos either, but that's besides the point. People only watch the reels. Maybe that's what I become. A reels YouTuber who just... The reels are just edited live clips. I feel like that's like half of what Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts is nowadays. For gaming anyways, just edited live stream clips. I'm also wondering how long I wait for my other video that I did, that I released like 3 days ago. How long I wait until I make a short of the time lapse for the observatory. Because that video has 0 views right now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things end up. The other thing is the update released yesterday, but it I like my mini-map mods too much. So I haven't updated it yet. I haven't updated my world to 26.1 because I'm waiting for them to release the different mod packs for it, which normally that takes a while. That's the great thing about only using like basic mods, is that they don't they don't need to take as long to update. Like I don't know about replay mod. That one actually might take a while, which that's one of the more important ones I have. Because the other ones I can just, I can just play without them. I just prefer them. The replay mod I use a lot for videos and shorts. So I kind of need. But anyway, like I was saying, like Journey Map, which is this thing, the mini map and full screen map, that took about, I think, like 5 days from when they released 1.21.11 to update to it. Um, Schematica, I think same thing. Another really important mod that I use. So yeah, or not Schematica, Lightmatica. So that's why I'm just gonna wait, because I figure if it's only gonna be like a week or two, it doesn't really matter. That was my big issue when this was a server, is we had the create mod on the server, but only like 2 people used it. But that was like their stipulation for playing, was that had the create mod. And we're like, alright, whatever, the people who don't want it can just ignore it. The issue with that is we were stuck in 1.21.4, which actually, were we even in 4? No, we were in 1.21.1 is what we were stuck in. So much worse. Yeah, like no Pale Garden. So we used a bunch of mods to backport stuff, which just it became a convoluted mess. The one thing that was good though is the backport that we got for the Pale Garden actually did it correctly, like did a backport correctly. So when I updated the world myself to the newest version, to 1.21.10 is the first update I did, all the Pale Garden stuff transferred over from the mod to vanilla, which was great. None of the other backports, okay, none of the other backports did. Kinda unsurprisingly. I did have hope. Well, I didn't think any of them were going to transfer over, but I had hope when the first one, when the Pale Garden stuff did. I have been debating whether I reset some chunks on here, just because, again, like, so much of this world was generated in 1.21.1, but I don't know if I really want to do that, because it hasn't really been an issue so far. Like, I've had to go a little far for certain blocks that I probably wouldn't have had to initially. But at the same time, there weren't really any generation updates released in 1.21 after 1.21.1, except for the Pale Garden. That was the biggest one. And so actually, on right next to my base, right, like right here, is a Pale Garden in 1.21.4, I think is when it was added. There's a Pale Garden right here. Um, so I've been tempted to reset it to have that, but I probably won't, cause like my plan is to spread this Pale Garden, like, or these trees, like, all around here, not up here. It's gonna get stopped by the mountain, but like all the way around, and then build like a sort of like containment wall that surrounds it and like protects these two hills, with the bridge going over it. That's like the long-term idea. That one's taken a little bit of a uh I don't know. It's been moved down on the priority list just because I have other ideas that I've wanted to do more than just that. Because like the issue with that is like I already sort of have. I kind of do want to spread this further right now. Um, Not much further, but like a little bit out more. But other than that, this is sort of a not completed build, but it looks completed enough, I guess. Is my thought process behind it. I know a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, "Oh, why would you not finish it?" It's like, I don't know, to me it feels finished enough that I can like look at it and be happy. All right, we have barely placed any path. I'm also debating what I want to do after live stream, or for live streams after I'm finished this. I'm thinking I might play hardcore. The issue is that I really am not that good at Minecraft in terms of surviving. Like, I'm not normally trying, per se, to be, like, like, zero deaths. But at the same time, what is it, number of deaths, I think? Yeah. 22. Let's see, that's 22 over the course of... So I die basically once every 12 hours of playing this. And that includes a lot of AFK time. So it's probably more like once every, like, 7 or 8 hours of actual playtime. Which isn't that great. But at the same time, I'm not normally, like, being hyper cautious about it. About not dying. So it might work out. I don't know. I might do it, but not plan on having it be, like, a series, you know? Like, I just do it on streams until I die and then have that be one video. Like, my hardcore experience. Unless, like, I go a decent bit without dying and then I can turn it into a, thing. Like, oh, I didn't mean for this to be a series. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I do know what the next long form video is going to be, though. It's going to be farms. I know that. As part of what I was building, I have 3 farms that I definitely want to build. And there's like a couple more that I might do. I'm not sure. I might start placing the gravel and stuff after I run out of dirt this time. Keep it interesting for myself. Or not, because for the time lapse, it would look better if I did it all at once. Always gotta be thinking of the time lapse. Oh, I need to remember to delete. Because I still have all the replays from the most recent video. I need to delete them now that I'm going to have a bunch of like 2 hour, hour and a half long replays taking up space. Because this laptop has oh yeah, I'm on a laptop. The laptop has a terabyte of storage, but a decent bit of that is already taken up by games, so... And I actually don't know how much storage the replays take up. Like, I have zero idea. Not even... Because obviously it's going to vary with the length of the replay. But I don't know how much it varies. Or, not how much it varies. I don't know, like, how much it takes per time. Like, I don't know, is it, like, a millibyte a minute? A gigabyte a minute? No idea. Because I feel like it would have to take up more space than a video. Like, it has to. But then again, like, a movie only takes up a couple gigabytes on, like, your phone. So, who knows? I think I've made clear that I certainly don't. Yeah, I also don't know whether I build the volcano on stream or not, like when I get to that. Like, that's the other problem, is I have so many ideas that I want to do. That, like, but, like, I have to choose one over another, right? Like, this is one of the ones that I've chosen over other, like, ideas. Like, I have decided this is where I want to spend my time for the moment. But there are multiple other things that I want to spend my time on. Like, my village still isn't finished. I want to finish that. Which, arguably, that should take precedence over this. Because this is, like... I don't know. It's completely separate from anything else I built. But... okay. The paths on the first layer have been outlined. Yay. Now we just have to do the second. Okay, can I reach something under there? No? Okay. How should I do this? There we go. Alright, cool. Now we can start this. Now, if only I decide not to use gravel in this, because I was close. I was close to not using gravel. But I decided that in the end the gravel looked better. Or, like, it looked better with gravel than without. Alright, I'm just breaking this. I don't even care. It'll grow back. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, yeah. Actually, does this have any gravel in it? A little bit. But it's only on this? No, never mind, there's more. Alright, we'll just fully... yeah, this is gonna look goofy as hell from underneath. Let me tell you. Good news is that now that the first layer's done, that's like easily half or 2/3 of the whole thing. Even though it's only one of 3 like levels. Because, you know, like all things, terrain like gets smaller as you or narrower as you go up. Because, you know, gravity, such a stupid thing. See, what's crazy to me is that my live stream, I'm gonna overshoot it. The live stream that I did for this, the second one, got more impressions after the fact than the video I uploaded. Like, how does that happen? How does a live stream... oh, okay. How does a live stream get more impressions than a video? Not that there was 0% click-through rate on both of them. Let me make that clear. Which is to be expected out of 8, because it was 8 for the video and like 12 for the live stream. Maybe on the... yeah, like, to be expected. No one clicks on it. Because, like, let's be honest, you see a a video that gets recommended to you and it has 0 views, you're not watching it. You just have to start clickbaiting the hell out of people. Like, I built Mossdeep City, 800,000 blocks. And then just like, it's, I don't know. No, I built the entire Hoenn region in Minecraft. 12 million blocks total, and it's literally just this. It would probably not work. Probably wouldn't work. Yeah, so this one might end up being shorter today. Um, just because this is actually going faster than I thought it would. I say that. I guess I haven't even placed the path yet, which is going to take longer. Because I do want to, at the very least, get the path down today. Like, placed. Alright, almost out dirt. Not fully, just in my inventory. If only I had a handy-dandy shoulder box that I could carry around with me full of it. Nah, that wouldn't exist. Should I build the rock now? I guess I actually don't have any of the blocks I would need on me. I might start uploading the shorts now. Now that I'm... well, once I'm done with this stream, I'll be halfway-ish done with the whole thing. Halfway-ish. Okay, we still got plenty of dirt. Yeah, halfway-ish done. Because basically my main concern was that I might have not had the time to stream for a bit, and then, I'd end up with just, like, I'd end up having uploaded one, and then, like, 3 weeks in between. That was my concern. But it looks like I will have more time than I thought. And this is going to be the third one. So I can, start doing that now. At least, like, one every 4 days of that. And then, since this is probably going to take me, what, this is the third stream? Probably 6 streams? Anywhere from 6 to 8 total. So, 3 to 5 more, if I had to guess. So basically, as long as I stream every 4 days to get another short, I would have time. And I can do that. I can stream every 4 days. Like at a bare minimum, probably. Well, it wouldn't even have to be every 4 because I have 3 streams worth to work with from the beginning. So basically, you have to be like once a week. Okay, now we just have a tiny bit of path left, and then we can start, or like of the underlying. Why didn't I place that? Okay, well then this needs dirt. Like that. Not entirely sure why I didn't place that last time, but whatever. I liked this strategy that I just did. Let's just put that back. Alright, and then this part is tiny. And then we'll have the entire under part done. And we can start placing the actual pad materials. I might be able to start the buildings today. Some of the houses. Because while I was preparing for building a tree farm, I had to get a bunch of saplings. So I do have some pale oak that I can work with to start the buildings. I actually don't know how much stripped pale oak I need. Strip pale oak. 11 stacks? 12 stacks. I don't have 12 stacks. I have like 7. But yeah, so I can start a couple of the buildings with the amount that I have. Depending on how long it actually takes me a place, because we're 40 minutes in. And this is the fast part, because it's the same, okay, why did I get... Anyway, it's the same amount of blocks that I need to place as the dirt, but I need to switch between it. I need to switch between 3 different kinds of blocks. So, like, that's where, like, easy place would come in and make it easier, but I'm not gonna use easy place. Like a coward. Not yet, anyway. If it looks like I'm not gonna get this done today, I might toggle easy place. I don't even know the keybind. Okay, so put this dirt back. We can grab you, and we can grab one of you. And we'll start from the main entrance. Grab like 5 of you. 5 of you. And 5 of you. Yeah, this is gonna be tedious, like incredibly tedious. This is the part that I've been looking forward to the least, actually, out of this whole thing. Trying to place it in like groups, you know, place it in groups of andesite. Then, oh, I've made a mistake. Huh. I don't have my Silk Touch pickaxe with me. Alright, well, we're just gonna place a bunch of random stuff first. Like, again, this is probably not the most efficient way I could be doing this. But this is the way that'll save me from misplacing stuff the most. It'll look so good when it's done. Well, there goes one stone. Because, yeah, like I said, I don't have my Silk Touch pickaxe, so any misplaced stone is gone. And, like, some of the misplaced gravel. Only some, though. Because, like, you know, it might turn into flint, but... I don't... Does my shovel even have... No. Right, because it's Silk Touch. So never mind. None of the... none of the gravel will turn into flint. Completely slipped my mind that my pickaxe has Silk Touch. I guess that technically means I actually wow, that's kind of embarrassing. I've been playing this game for too long not to know that. I don't know if Silk Touch on a shovel can allow you to break stone and get the stone. I also don't know if there's still because when I first started playing this on Pocket Edition, with my sister, we did not know how tools worked and like how crafting worked even. So we didn't know you can make a crafting table in your inventory. We also like didn't know. So the first time we got a crafting table, it was from finding it in a village. Um, Same thing with the first time we got a pickaxe, finding it in a village. That was how we discovered how pickaxes worked. But so before that, the way we got cobblestone was if you broke stone with your bare hands, taking the not absurd, but it took a while. And then there was a chance that you would get a piece of cobblestone. Like, a chance. So, it took us longer than it should have to figure out how you were actually meant to get materials. Alright, well, these creepers need to die. Okay. Yeah, my trident is used for killing creepers, so yeah, I don't even have to risk accidentally blowing them up. That is the main use of my trident, is killing creepers. I almost want to go block by block. And by that, I mean, like, go and place all the stone first, then all the gravel, then all the andesite. The issue with that, though, is that I'm going to miss a lot as I go. Which is why I'm kind of doing a mix, you know, like, place all the gravel within X area. Okay, well, you're just going to die. Anyway, place all the gravel within a certain area, and place all the andesite within the certain area, and so on and so forth. But yeah, like I said, incredibly tedious job, which is why I probably won't be starting the buildings today. By probably, I mean definitely, seeing as we are 50 minutes in, and I'm only just now starting the worst part. Like, yeah, looking at this beforehand was the only time I ever was like, maybe I should use Easy Place. And while doing it, I'm still thinking maybe I should use it. But that gets too far into the realm of, like, where it feels like cheating. Like, using schematics doesn't feel like cheating to me, because it's either that or just literally taking a picture of what I'm building and like looking back at it. Which, yeah, so like simplifying that doesn't feel like cheating. Simplifying actually like literally placing the blocks even further definitely feels a little bit like cheating. Like, I don't have a problem with people. I don't have a problem with the way anyone plays their game, right? Like, I never have, I never will care how someone else plays their sandbox game, or any game for that matter. It's more so just I don't want to. Well, we're almost at the end of one path. Yeah, see, once I have the like memory down of which slot has which block, this goes faster. Because that is one of the things that slows me down in the beginning is when I need to like constantly look back and be like, wait, which inventory slot do I need to go to again? Like I still have to a little bit, but definitely much less than I did before. And by before, I mean like literally 5 minutes ago. Oh, oh, there's a solid block there. It is kind of funny how I'm most locked in doing this while building the fucking ground. Because this unironically requires the most of my attention for anything else in this build. Just because it requires me to be constantly swapping between blocks, and they all look so similar. We are almost out of this first batch. I actually brought the shulker boxes with me this time, unlike the dirt. No, not that one. I might not have enough stone. Find it funny how it tells me like, oh, that's an extra block. Oh, I messed up. There we go. I find it funny how it tells me like, oh, that's an extra block when I place a shulker box. Yeah, I am worried about the amount of stone I have, because I know I have another shulker box that has stone in it, but I don't think it actually has, well, like with me. Um, I can steal some from someone else's base. And by that I mean one of the people who doesn't ever play, because he plays Minecraft regularly, but he plays on a world with his brother most of the time. So, but yeah, anyway, like I said, I can just steal stuff from his chests. Oh, there goes another. Because like I've asked him if he would ever like hop back on if he cares if I steal stuff, and he was like, I might join back, but I don't care if you steal anything. But the one person who still not regularly, but who still sometimes plays on here with somewhat frequency, I don't touch his stuff. No, I didn't want that. There we go, gravel. Oh, I didn't finish. I went. I got distracted by the little bit that wasn't finished in the middle. Oh, I really need to stop misplacing the stone. Because I'd rather not go back if I don't need to. I am sad because I remember I mentioned in the last stream. Oh, I didn't mean to drop my sword. Anyway, I remember I mentioned in the last stream how I wanted a cape from the new update. But they decided, at least so far anyway, there isn't gonna be a cape for this new update. They released like boots, headgear, and an emote for Bedrock. And I was like, really? Nothing for Java? Like, really? Like, I just want my cape. Like, I play Bedrock sometimes with a friend, but I really prefer playing. I prefer, and most of my time is spent playing Java. Also, like, capes are cooler than the headgear and foot stuff, shoes, whatever, that they have on Bedrock. Because, I mean, they also have capes on Bedrock. Kill two birds with one stone. Give me my goddamn cape that I've been looking forward to ever since they announced this update. Because I was like, oh, the last, like, 3 updates they've done, they've released a cape. Why not this one? Unless there's been a new announcement. Let's see. Um, Tiny Takeover Cape. Yeah, nothing yet. talking about Cape. Unfortunately, because I really want one. I also kind of want to, just going back to, ideas earlier. I want to try Minecraft speedrunning. I don't know, I feel like that could be interesting to stream. I'd have to like set up a timer widget or something, I don't know. But it could be interesting. Like I would not be good at, let me put that out there. I would not be good at, like I know the very basic ideas of Minecraft speedrunning. Like, use the lava and use like a lava bucket or yeah, lava bucket with water to well, I guess it's more a water bucket with lava, whatever, to make a nether portal with a pool. And then piglin barter for ender pearls. I know the basics, but that's about it. The issue with for me is right, like dying at all, kills a run, obviously. And whenever I try and do anything in this game fast, I always end up getting myself killed. Which is why, like, I'm saying I feel like I could probably pull off a hardcore for at least like one, like enough to make one episode out of it. But I don't know. Yeah, because like I've never played hardcore before, ever. Actually, okay, sort of a lie. I played it incredibly briefly, um, on a friend's world, as in I joined, played for like 10 minutes. I forgot I had no sound on and got blown up by a creeper. Because a lot of times when I'm doing something with mobs, or when I would play Skyblock, like Hypixel Skyblock, I would play with no audio, and I would forget to turn it back on when I wanted to do like something else. Yeah. Like it's funny if you watch the video I uploaded when I'm building the observatory, you'll see a creeper hole appear. It was actually one of several. Because I was playing without audio. That one was intentional though, because I was watching something while building that. Um, so that was intentional. But yeah, I was playing without audio, so creepers that spawned on the platform then landed on me. Just absolutely murdered me and the building. I feel like I was missing something back here. I was. Just had the feeling that I was missing something. So now I just need to get the maps in my map room to stretch all the way out here. So I can get this thing on a map. The other thing that's gonna take a long time and I'm not gonna do on video. Oh wait, hold on. Let me is make the map that needs to be made for this. Also, what is missing? Oh, it's over here. I'm dumb. Anyway, is make the map that I need to make for the Pokemon Center. Or not Pokemon Center, the gym. Because if we just fly on over to the gym real quick, these maps are like custom yellow Pokeball screen looking things that I'm gonna need to make. That I probably won't even do on stream. Because at least this, there's some variation in what I'm doing. A little bit. Um, and you get to see, like, the progression of the build come along. That thing is just, it's just going to be a map for that. There's not going to be any progression you're going to see happening other than for the pixel art. But so much less interesting seeing the progression of a pixel art that you know is just going to be a map. So that, yeah. And it's probably going to take as long as everything I've done up until this point. Um, yeah, it's probably going to take as long as everything I've done up until this point. It won't take, because it's what, like 15,000 blocks, I think is what it ends up being. Um, but what makes it easier is that it's only 2 colors. So that makes it a lot easier to place than something like this. And it's flat. 2 colors and flat. So even though it's 15,000 blocks, it probably would only take like a couple hours at most. And by couple, I mean like 3 to 5. I'm also probably not going to do it in one sitting. Um, if it does end up taking like closer to the 5 hour mark, definitely not doing it in one sitting. Oh, another misplaced stone. Also, I lied. I should have enough stone. I think I just have a lot more. Well, especially of gravel. I brought way too much gravel with me. Like, I brought, I think, 7 shulker boxes of gravel. Just because I have so much of it. Like, I genuinely have, like, 9. 9 or 12 double chests of gravel. And that actually wasn't even including any that was in the backlog of the storage system, so... Good news is, we're almost done with this level for the path. Only an hour and 10 minutes in, so that's not terrible. Yeah, my arms are sore. I went rock climbing for like the second time ever yesterday. I'm not built for that shit. I managed to do a V1, and that was about it. Which is the... I don't know. I would call it the second difficulty, because technically there's a V... Because it starts like V0, V1, V2, V3, what? I think up until like V10. I don't know. I was told that once you get to V10, like, even at like professional level, it kind of doesn't matter from there. But um, yeah, I was able to do a V1. Which technically there's a VB, which is one level below V0, but the place it's literally like climbing a ladder. The V0, it's literally just climbing a ladder basically, except with rock climbing holds. But yeah, I was not good at that. I was struggling at the V1 too. So probably go again later this week, but because yeah, one of my friends here has been making me go, which I go, especially because it's really convenient because the building that has it is literally right next to my dorm. Like a 2-minute walk. But like I'm more of a racket sport kind of guy. Like I played a lot of tennis. I got decent at tennis, but I've barely played in the last like year. Kind of sad about that. Plan to play more over the summer, but I'm gonna be so rusty. I went and watched my high school team when I was on break because I'm friends with a couple people still there. They're screwed. Like, they lost. So the way like tennis scoring works for team matches is every court is a win, or like every court win is a point. So for varsity, you have 7 courts. You have 3 singles and 4 doubles. Um, they lost to a school that we beat like 5-2 last year. They lost 0-7. So yeah, pretty rough. But I have hope for them. One of the people I'm friends with they beat one of the only people I lost to last year. They beat them this year, so I have hope for him. Especially because they do like there's like individual tournaments. Well, yeah, so there's a singles tournament and a doubles tournament for the league. And if you win that, you go to the district, whatever. So I have hope for him in that. But we'll see. Oh, I guess I have the cobblestone now to do this. I don't, however, have the um stone or cobblestone slabs, but whatever. The rock remains there. Like that's literally that's just in the game. There's just a random rock that has like a fence around it. I think it's meant to be a space rock, not certain. I've never actually read the plaque in the game that I'm sure is on it. But it would actually be funnier if there was no plaque. There was no explanation. There was just a rock that they decided to highlight. Because not even like it blocks anything like most other rocks in the game do, or trees that you can't interact with are there to just block the player. It's just there. Like, there is no other apparent purpose. Definitely gonna be able to finish this today. I was in a little bit of doubt at the beginning. Um, can't lie, but I believe now. I've been converted. I'm a believer. I am gonna have to go and get more stone, it looks like. Unless there's stone in here that I can grab. One stack. Alright, that won't be enough total, but it might be enough for this level. I don't mean grab more stone for my base, I mean for my platform. And again, really doesn't help when I keep misplacing it. Like, if I'm short by, like, just a couple here... No, never mind, I have plenty. I think I have enough of every other material for every floor. Especially because after this, there is not really anything left. If we ignore this whole area, which is exactly what I'm doing for now, um, then we're fine. That's gonna be the last area to be built. Just pointing that out there now. It's gonna be the last area to be built. All right. Oh, I guess I have this little area. Yeah, because it's just this little bit, and then we're done. Alright, last piece of stone that I have in my inventory. Although it's kind of perfect timing because I need to sleep anyway. Oh, I missed. Would have been nice if I just nailed the bed. Ugh. Well, I don't know why I'm trying to access my bed. I need you. I need you. You. Where did this other shulker box go? I could have sworn that I had one more. Or no, it was on my inventory. Shoot. Alright, well, let's see what we can do with the amount that we have. I really don't think 23 is going to be enough, but... God, this is why I need a stone cutter. If I'd had a stone cutter, I could have had enough. Because I literally need like 10 more. Alright, well. Also, the one thing I didn't consider is I need a way to light this place up. Shoot, that's stone. I guess I can build this now. Come on. Ah, crap. Unless I just don't follow my own pattern and I just place, gravel and andesite randomly here in place of the stone. That is also something I can do. That is what I'm gonna do. Alright, so the path is finished. Ta-da! That's what the map now looks like up here. Get a little aerial view in a moment. Alright, you can sort of see it starting to come together. You can see where the houses are gonna be. I didn't place something right here. I guess, yeah, that's what I can do, is I can look real quick, see if there's anything I missed. It does not look like it. So, other than the spots right here that I decided to fill in improperly, that is it. Alright, and that's where I'm gonna call it for today, because I don't really have enough time where I want to start the buildings. Plus, I just don't have the materials really prepared. I thought this was gonna take longer. Although, actually, no, I'm not gonna call it here. Surprise. We can just throw this in here. We are gonna place some sandstone. We'll place this much. That is what we're gonna do. This will be annoying, actually. Okay, because we don't actually want... There. Starts there. Alright, starting from here, we just bridge out like this way. Not there. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start uploading the shorts today, actually. For this. Just because... why not? Pretty much. Because I have 3 streams worth to go for. I don't know whether I'm gonna condense it down to 1. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna condense it down to 1 short, like each stream to 1 short yet. Or if I'm gonna do like 2 shorts per stream. I'm thinking 1. Especially for these. Because like it's just terraining. Like I don't want to split that up into multiple more parts than I need to. You know? It is kind of funny having this grid shape in the water that I'm like slowly chipping away at. These parts were honestly the most annoying to scale, the water parts, because there's so many spots where like I have to remember my own rule for like what counts as a tile and what doesn't. Just to make it line up, I had to like make rules about it. Just because basically, depending on how you were facing a block, it sometimes looked like it should have been a tile of like water, other times a tile of beach. So it just, yeah. Like the reason why I'm building 2 out is because there's a tile of beach, like full out of the water beach in the game. But the issue is that it's more like 3/4 of a tile, right? So you have this 3/4 of a tile that now you need to like try and translate that into a 1-to-1. So you have to make a rule for yourself, like, oh, if it's facing in this direction, you continue it, blah blah. So rules had to be made and remembered and followed to properly scale this thing. But I mean, in the long run, if I have like 1 or 2 things wrong, like off by a little bit, as long as it looks consistent and matches up, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. These are also going to be annoying to place because I have about, I want to say like 4,000. No, not 4,000. Like 2,000 of these to place. 3,700 to place. So yeah, this is gonna get annoying fairly quickly. I feel like that kind of sums up the terraining in general. And this is honestly very simple terraining. Like, this has nothing on the volcano project I'm gonna do. Oh. Hmm. Okay, no, it should be fine. Because there's an island right about Shoot, where is the island? Yeah, it's like right about here. Maybe it's right here. Oh, no, yeah, it is. It's right here. This is the island. It's literally part of what I'm outlining is the island. Oh, I've gone into it. Yeah, right there is where the island starts. Give me all this stuff back. There we go. Okay, so we need to go out here. But yeah, so there's an island that's fully out of the water here. Um, which I counted as a part of the city just because you can walk to it. Like anything you could walk to, I count it as a part of it. I kind of want to make at least a little bit of the routes surrounding this. Like I want to make at least a little bit of them. How are you red? Oh, cause I'm dumb. Never mind. I know how you're red. Anyway, I kind of want to make a little bit of the surrounding routes of Mossdeep, just because I feel like it would add to the. Because like I'm trying to build things in this ocean, like around this ocean, just because it's the ocean closest to my base, and like because the lighthouses, the two that I've built are here and here. The other ones are going to be around this area, you know. So wait a minute, one's missing. There's supposed to be a lighthouse here. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the plan for those is to have them around this area. So that's why I feel like it would add a little bit of depth if I created the routes around here. The routes, whatever. That's just what I'm kind of thinking at the moment. Because I kind of want like this to be like the ocean that I have. Because I don't like really building ocean stuff. Like I like building bridges. Don't get me wrong, but I used to like building like underwater bases, but that was like when I played on Pocket Edition, so they didn't look good. Like it was just a glass box under the water. But like I now I just don't really like building things underwater anymore. So I want to build things over the water. Don't really like building ships. So this was my solution. Um, was build this. And then I'm trying to remember the map because there's like the log village um on the map. I don't know how far that is because I can scale that using I like because the routes that connected. I can scale the distance. It will be an incredible pain in the ass to do, but I can. It's just a question of whether I do or not. But yeah. I am gonna stop once I run out of slabs from the amount that I've grabbed. Either that or when we hit 2 hours, whichever comes first. It does annoy me, because, I wanted to get a chicken sandwich from a place at my, like, dining hall, but I don't like lettuce on it. And they've gone and marked no lettuce as out of stock. Like, how does no lettuce become out of stock? Like, make that one make sense. Like, yeah, sorry, we've just run out of patience to not put lettuce on it. Like, I'm trying to make you do less work. Like, that's the other thing. Asking for, like, no lettuce, right? It's making you do less work. Like, I loved when I worked at a pizza place that also sold, like, subs and burgers and cheesesteaks and all that stuff. Absolutely loved it when someone would remove something from it, right? Like, hey, I wanted to... Hi. That was a little bit of a jump scare. Anyway, someone, like, asked for an Italian, and then they'd be like, hey, but can I get no, uh, I don't know, salami on that? I'd be like, oh, fantastic. One less thing I have to do. Especially when you're busy. Or like we had a sub called a stop sign. Uh where it was basically just every single topping you can imagine on a cheesesteak. Um I was always so glad when people would remove stuff from it, when they would order it and then remove something. Because I would always see someone order a stop sign and it would suck because you would have to make a cheesesteak while also putting like three different kinds of peppers on it, lettuce, tomatoes, literally every topping you could imagine. So like on a Friday night when you've got like a bunch of orders and you see that come in, you're like, "Oh, come on, really?" And then you'd see that they removed, half the toppings. You're like, "Oh, fantastic." Wonder if anyone would realize, cause so what I have to do right now, cause I messed up, is that if I'm gonna publish shorts for this, I need to take my live stream that I did for the first one. Because right now, right, I have replay mod running, and I did that for the last stream too, which meant that I could really easily take what happened, go to a third person's perspective, play it in 8x speed, record it, then in editing speed it up more. The issue right now is for I don't have a file, a recording, whatever, for the first stream that I did. I don't have a replay file, I don't have a recording, I don't have anything. So what I'm gonna need to do is literally record the stream or download it. I actually don't know if YouTube provides you the ability to download your own videos. I would assume not. So my choices are either use like an online YouTube downloader for my own stream or screen record my own stream. Neither of which are great options, especially since they involve me recording 8 hours, or not 8 hours, 2 hours worth of stuff. So, what I think would be the best solution is actually recording it and playing it back in 2x speed. But even then, I still need to now record like an hour straight of stuff. Now, I can skip probably the first like 10 minutes of it, but yeah. Or, since the only thing I got done in the first one was the outline, effectively, like the first two, I could just skip it entirely. See, it's just me voicing my thoughts out loud since no one's actually here watching. That's basically what I'm treating these streams as, is me voicing my thoughts to myself. Gives me an excuse to talk to myself, basically. Maybe I should go back to playing Valorant on these. I say go back. I did it once. Smooth sandstone. Alright, well, that's one shulker box empty. Alright, I mean, making decent progress on the beach so far. Especially with the fact that it's only been like 20 minutes. If. All about the time, all about the time. Mostly because I got shit that I've been procrastinating that I need to do. I feel like I have a shulker box of sandstone, but maybe not. No, or I do have one, definitely. I meant on me. I don't have it on me. I probably should have done that before the slabs, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I also need to grab my terracotta, because I wasn't planning on doing this part, this stream. So I didn't grab, like, the terracotta that I need for the sides. I didn't grab the pale oak for the buildings. Oh, it's not night yet? Come on. See, that's the one thing that annoys me, is on this map, it's just full sand color, even though it's partially underwater. And then on the, like, actual in-game map, like maps, the map item, it's full water and no sand, even though, again, it's only partially underwater. Like, because I wanted it to be like a paler yellow. Or like a blue tinged yellow, right? Because, here, I can give an example. Where's here? Here we go. Here's my sandstone. Yeah, because if we start placing this where it's supposed to be. Oh, this stuff is supposed to be regular sand, isn't it? Ignore that. I started off with regular sand, but decided to go with sandstone in the end. So that's why the schematic is telling me this is wrong. But there isn't sand slabs, unsurprisingly, since sand falls, so... That was the other thing, is it allows me to build this without having to worry about the sand falling. Yeah, but if we look at the map now, right? It's the exact same color. Oh, wait, why is it not... Okay, it was the exact same color when I did this before. I don't know why it's slightly different now. That's odd. Oh, no, I do know why. It's because this is next to it. It's because it's lower than the... Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Basically, it's shading it differently to show the elevation change. Whereas, since technically these blocks are on the same height, there is no elevation change for them. Even though it is an elevation change of half a block. Oh, I still have so much coastline left to do. Oh wait, no I don't. No I don't. No I don't. Um, shoot, how do I look at this? Okay. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. Those are terracotta. 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 Sand. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because so a lot of the coastline of this island is rock. Why is there... These Endermen are going to be the death of me, man. I swear. Not literally, like not in game. I would never die to a stupid Enderman. Um, I mean in real life, they're going to kill me. Yeah, but anyway. I think this is where I decided to make the change, was literally at this corner, which is why the rest of them will show up as sandstone. Like, it'll not tell me I'm placing the wrong block. And then, oh, that's interesting. Didn't realize I had it fully blocked here, but I guess that makes sense. And then it doesn't actually end up going that much further around anyway. Or maybe it goes... Oh, no, it does. Because it goes almost to the end, I think. If I remember correctly. Well, let's see, shall we? Because it changes the terracotta somewhere around here. Yep, right there. Yeah, because a lot of the coastline is rock of this island, and terracotta actually is almost exactly the right color for the rocks. So what I also messed around with was making the grass moss carpet and having like this be terracotta and then moss carpet on top, because it matches the color better in the game. The only issue is that it looks stupid having a really thin thing of moss on top, but it also looks stupid having just terracotta then moss. I couldn't do terracotta then dirt because then it's a sudden change. So I ended up just doing this. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Oh, come on. Get out of here. I keep hitting this back part, which makes me step up, and then I place a block too high. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna use up the rest of the stuff in my inventory, and then I'm gonna call it there. It would really help if I wasn't messing up the slab so often. Like that. Jeez. Also, this guy is gonna be mysteriously disappear through. Oh, oh. That was. I didn't even mean that. I forgot that they do that when it turns nighttime. I was making a joke that I was gonna kill him, not that he was literally gonna turn invisible. Literally magically disappeared. Alright, we're done. For the day. Not even close to done completely. But done for now. Yeah, because this whole part needs to have stuff. Yeah. Alright.